Hi, my name is Alexandra. I'm Senior Technical Consultant at Interworks. Recently, I've performed some researches about RPA, Robotic Process Automation. So what is RPA? RPA is software that can mimic the action of a human user. It performs actions on a PC to automate business processes which are highly repetitive and rule-based. For the POC that I've created, I've chosen to use Automation Anywhere. Automation Anywhere is one of the popular RPA vendors offering powerful and user-friendly RPA capabilities to automate any complex tasks. Automation Anywhere allows organizations to automate the processes which are performed by the humans. These are the advantages of using Automation Anywhere. It eliminates the element of the human error, increases transaction speed, and allows to save time and costs. Quick time to value, non-intrusive. Capture audience attention, and helps you to automate data transfers and import or export data between files or applications. The POC that I have created is about creating a bot who will get all unread emails with specific subject. It will download their attachments, extract the data from the PDF invoice, and write the data to an Excel file. So let's see how it works in Automation Anywhere. Well, this is how Automation Anywhere Workbench looks like. On the left side, in this panel, we can see all the actions available that we can use for building bots. In this example, I will try to create a bot, will go to these 3 emails and download attachments from them. For that purpose, I will have to use Email Automation Action. As you can see, here we are having options for getting messages and delete messages. I will use Get Messages option. I will also have to define the host name. It's emap.gmail.com. I will have to define my username. Also my password. I will check this SSL. Server type is emap. The port number is 993. I want to get only unread messages, and also in this Save Attachment In section, I will have to define the location where I want to save the email attachments. So at this point, we have created a loop that will go through all unread emails for this username. But I don't want all unread emails. I only need unread emails with specific subject. So I will use if variable where I can specify the subject. Here, in the variable section, I can choose email subject to includes value invoice. So the bot will check all unread emails with invoice subject. Next, I'm going to use a message box which will display the subjects of each emails. I will specify here email subject. In order to run this task, at first I will need to save it. And now I'm able to run this task. Here we have the first email. This is the second email and the third email. Also here I can see that the attachments are already downloaded. So let's open them. This invoice includes invoice number, date, name, address, details about the items, and total. This is the second invoice and the third invoice. So from these invoices, I would like to extract some values like invoice number, date, name, address, and total. So I will have to define all of these fields in an Excel spreadsheet. So here I have invoice number, date, name, address, and total. Next step is to create variables for each of these fields. So at first I'm going to create a new variable for invoice number. Next, I will have to create variable for invoice date. And I will have to create for name, address, and total. So here we can see that the variables are already defined. Next, I will have to open the Excel spreadsheet. I can do that by using Open Spreadsheet action. Here in the spreadsheet path should be specified the path of the Excel file. Next, I will have to put the focus on the A2 position so that the bot can start writing the values from there. This can be done by using Go to Cell action. And here we can define the A2 position. Now I'm going to show you how we can extract values from PDF document. For PDF values extraction, we should use PDF integration extract from fields action. Here we will have to specify the path of the PDF file. By clicking on Add button, we can start with the extraction. First, I want to extract the invoice number value, so I will have to select the invoice number value, right-click on it and click on Add Field. Write the field name, in this case invoice number, and select the corresponding value. I should repeat this process for all fields that need to be extracted. Once we have all the fields extracted, we should start writing them into the Excel spreadsheet. And we know that the current focus in the Excel spreadsheet is on A2 position. We can start writing from that position by using Set Cell action. For this cell value, I will specify the value of variable for invoice number. So A2 position will be populated with invoice number. Next, I will have to move the focus to the right by using Go to Cell and choose one cell to the right option. The same thing will have to be done for the other variables values, like invoice date, name, address, and total. Once the total value is populated, I will need to move the focus one row below and then move it to the beginning of the row. So for that, I will use Go to Cell, one cell below option, and again go to Cell, beginning of the row, and save it. Once we have defined all steps needed, we should save spreadsheet by using Save Spreadsheet action. And since there will be more than one attachment downloaded, we will have to repeat these steps for each attachment. For doing that, we can use loop option each file in a folder. Here I will have to specify the path of the downloaded attachments. All of these steps within the loop will be executed for each downloaded attachment now. Also, I will have to change the PDF path since it's defined to work for a single PDF file. I will have to change the name to be variable name so that it works for all files. Now I will save this task. I will close everything that I have opened till now. I will also delete the downloaded attachments. And I will mark the emails as unread so that I can run this task again. Now let's run it and see what will happen. Here we have the first email, the second email, and the third email. Now the spreadsheet is open and the data from the 3 invoices is saved. We can also use Close Spreadsheet option. So after populating the data in the spreadsheet and saving the same, it will close the spreadsheet also. Well, this was a simple example about how can be automated the process of downloading invoices from email and extract the data from them. In this example, I did not take in consideration the invoice data that was placed in table in the PDF documents. So what if we want to extract table data also? Actually, that is the item description, quantity, unit price, and amount. And what if we have different number of rows in tables in all invoices? It will be very hard to navigate through tables with different number of rows in each PDF documents and extract the data from them. So let's say that in one invoice we have 2 items in the table and we want to extract the data about each item in the table together with the data of invoice number, date, name, address, and total. And in other invoice we only have 1 item. This process can be easily automated by using IQBot. IQBot extracts data from unstructured document and turns it into a structured format. This data can be sent to robotic process automation for the automation of the business processes. IQBot comes together with Enterprise Edition of Automation Anywhere. So this process is very simple. To get started, I will have to create a new learning instance. I will have to give a name to the learning instance, for example, extract data from invoice. And I will also have to select a document type here. As you can see, we are having options for different document types like invoice, purchase order, billing statement, and so on. but all of them are available in the Enterprise Edition. Currently, I'm using trial version of IQBot, so however, right now I need invoice document type and it's available in this trial version. I will also have to upload the files from which I want to extract the data. So I will choose my PDF documents. And also down here we are having some standard form fields which we can extract from invoice document, like invoice number, invoice date, invoice total, and so on. And also we are having standard table fields like item description, quantity, item total, item tax. There is also an option for adding additional fields. But on this screen, I will leave everything as it is and I will go on create instance and analyze. Now IQBot is analyzing the documents and groups them based on the similar content. As we can see, the IQBot has detected only one group of 2 training files. On this screen, we can make sure if the fields are correctly identified. So, in the right side, we are seeing the PDF document, and on the left side, we can check if the fields are correctly identified. So here, at first, we are having invoice number. So, we can see that invoice number is marked with yellow, and this is the invoice number in the PDF document. Next, we are having invoice date. So this is the invoice date, we are having the correct value. The same is referring to the invoice total. And let's move to the table. The column name description is marked with yellow. This is the quantity. And this is the item total. Here in the table settings, we can add end of table indicator. And the end of the table is actually total value. And we can see the extraction result. Here we can see the extracted fields as well as table line items on the left, and we can compare them with the document on the right and check if everything is extracted correctly. We can do the same thing with the other document in this group. Also here we can check if everything is extracted correctly. And with this trial version we can only extract the results in CSV file. And that's all that we can do. But with Enterprise Edition, we can use the created IQBot in the Automation Anywhere task editor. Well, this was a simple example about how can be automated the process of downloading invoices from email and extract the data from them. So this is the end of the session. I hope you found the session informative. Thanks for watching.